In 2020, the Boston Red Sox traded Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. In 2021, the Boston Red Sox traded Andrew Benintendi to the Royals. In 2022, the Boston Red Sox let Xander Bogaerts walk in free agency to the Padres, and within a week and a half of that happening, the Boston Red Sox let JD Martinez walk in free agency to join Mookie Betts on the Dodgers. Who's next? Only the next star up on the team in Rafael Devers, someone who very well may not be a Red Sox player come opening day of 2024. And I say that because by opening day of 2024, Devers is guaranteed to have a new big contract, whether it's with Boston or not. But as far as opening day of 2023, that is even up for debate whether he'll be wearing a Red Sox uniform or not. We as the public haven't really heard much of anything when it comes to Rafael Devers and the Red Sox extension. There have been rumblings here and there, but nothing too concrete or legit. And the bottom line is the fact that the two sides are far apart negotiations. Galaxies apart, actually. I myself have been hearing for what seems like forever now that the Red Sox and Devers are way apart from each other when it comes to contract negotiations, and that the money difference between the two sides are just so different and far from a deal happening. That has all been confirmed by a recent report by ESPN reporter June Lee, someone who reported some pretty interesting information in an article released today. In the article, June Lee wrote that some within the Red Sox front office have questioned Chaim Bloom's decision-making process, wondering if it causes Boston to make decisions too slowly. That kind of sounds familiar. I wonder who reported that for. Oh yeah, I did. In a video I made about 4 days ago, I mentioned how Chaim Bloom wasn't trusted from within, and how someone who works in the Red Sox organization with Bloom said that he didn't think it was going to be a good offseason. Well, both of those things have turned out to be true. An ESPN reporter is confirming my report about Chaim Bloom not being trusted by his peers, and as far as how this offseason has gone for the Red Sox so far, not great at all. Xander's gone, JD is gone, not necessarily someone we all wanted back anyway, but we probably could have given him $10 million for a year to stay. That's not crazy. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that this has been one big giant mess for the Red Sox, and Rafael Devers seems to be the next big piece to be dropped. In a recent interview with ESPN, Chaim Bloom had this to say about a possible Rafael Devers contract extension. Quote, "We will probably, I think, go beyond reason to try to get this done. Hopefully we can get this done. There are always going to be limitations, like people can just put something plain out of reach." End quote. What Bloom has made clear over his time in Boston is that he is a very good politician, someone who likes to say the things we want to hear. But when it comes to actually taking action, he doesn't. All talk, no action. The free agent that Chaim has invested most of his money in during his Red Sox tenure up until this point has been Trevor Story. Not Mookie Betts, not Xander Bogaerts, not JD Martinez, but Trevor Story, an outsider. Doesn't mean the Story signing was a bad one. Get back to me on that in a few years. We're 1 year into Story's journey in Boston, so we'll see how he does moving forward. But it is weird that Story is the guy the Red Sox have given the most money to when you also have homegrown talent like Mookie, like Bogaerts, like Devers. And to make matters even less positive on the Rafael Devers rumors, Devers and his side of things, like his agency and everything, fully expect the Red Sox star third baseman to become a free agent. And according to June Lee, like I said before, the Red Sox and Devers are galaxies apart on an agreement. Fun fact, you know how Star Wars movies have the "in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away" saying beforehand? Well, the galaxy far, far away part is actually in reference to how far away the Red Sox always are in contract negotiations with their homegrown players. Okay, not really. That's not true. It's a joke, but you get the point. The team just seems to never want to keep their own players, the very own players they drafted and developed through the organization. The Red Sox and their fans have been very spoiled over the last 15-20 years or so. 4 championships, 11 postseason appearances. I mean, what more could you want from your team? Absolutely, I hear you. There are fans suffering across baseball who have never witnessed 1 championship, let alone 4. I mean, hell, the Mariners just finally made the playoffs after 21 years of missing out on it. It's hard, and the Red Sox have become a very successful organization. With that said, I do think it's incredibly valid to be upset at the direction this franchise is going in ever since 2019. Things just aren't looking good right now for the Red Sox, especially since they're in arguably the hardest division in baseball. Could they still become a winning team in 2023 and the years to follow? Sure, but it's looking harder and harder to see that happen when Chaim Bloom and the ownership's willingness to spend is low, especially when it comes to players who have only ever known the Red Sox organization. Like Mookie, like Xander, like Rafi. Devers is the last one standing, and it looks like he soon will be on his way out. Again, Devers and his people believe he will become a free agent, meaning they believe an extension will not get done. Of course, Chaim and the Red Sox can dish out a ton of money to make it happen, but that just doesn't seem to be the direction they want to go. My prediction is that if Rafael Devers goes on to become an unrestricted free agent, he will leave Boston. Or in other words, the Red Sox will move on from him. So if an extension doesn't get done soon, like before opening day soon, Devers will likely be playing his last baseball games in a Red Sox uniform. And if that seems to be the case, he needs to be traded. You cannot let a guy like Rafael Devers leave your team without getting something for him, whatever that something will look like. Things just aren't looking great for Chaim Bloom and the Red Sox lately, and this new report by June Lee doesn't make it any better. In fact, it makes it worse. And Rafael Devers' time in Boston may soon be over. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.